Hey you guys, and welcome back, and welcome if you're new. My name's Mandy, and today I wanted to do just kind of like a quick little video on almost kind of like a update to setting up my planner. And this is almost like I'm not really full like through the week, but I wanted to kind of do a video that let you guys know how the week's going, if that makes sense. So I wanted to share with you guys where I was kind of at in the middle of the week with after setting up May. So I have a video out there, if you haven't seen it, that sets up the first week of May. And I figured I would just, I guess because I'm enjoying this layout so much, I wanted to just kind of get on and do a video as to why and let you guys know what's going on, and maybe get some of your guys' ideas on some things. So I'm going to take this out. This is my main bookmark here or whatever, so I can just like easily get to this page. So this is my weekly. It is pretty much what it's open to, but just in case it gets closed up, because I do carry my planner around in my bag up and down the stairs, or sometimes I bring it with me to appointments and stuff, especially when I'm alone and I can kind of sit down and plan some things out. So this is how I have set it up. So if you saw the video of setting up the first week of May with me, this is kind of like an update for that. I wasn't sure how I was going to use some things, but this is how I decided to use it. And I'm going to kind of tell you like what's working, if there's anything that's not working. So one thing I'm loving, and I do need to kind of update this a little bit, is I'm absolutely loving having this like this monthly calendar here. It's not like completely necessary, so if I wanted to cover it up with a sticker or something I could, but I really like having just seeing how far I am in the month and how close I am to the end of the month is really nice. So that's really cool. I'm also loving this just top space to like see what's going on for the day. That's always helpful in my homeschool planning. So it, whether it's like, usually it's like visual with my homeschool, but all I got to do is, flip it over. And I never ended up printing anything on this side. If you saw that previous video about me setting this up, I just ended up like, I wanted to see it in my planner so much that I did my punch, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I can print anything. Well, I'm just going to print like a note page on the other side anyway. So, and I've just been kind of putting some random things of what I've eaten, or like what I was planning on eating. And then because this all really gets logged into my wellness planner, but it's just been like a note page for me. So that's been fine, but this whole layout has been really nice, and just having my things going on up there is really nice. I ended up putting my dinners here, my dinner plan here. It wasn't something that I basically like had to eat, but it was the plan for the day. And that was nice because then I can just be like, oh, what did I have planned for dinner? And it was right there. I separated my category lists here from home and family and business, which has been really nice. This is basically like anything needed for like just me, my family, my life. And then this is just anything business-wise that I didn't want to forget to do. I've really, really liked having my goals here. I don't like write anything here much, but I read it a lot. I read what my goal my simple goal was for the week, and it really has been helping me. And I also kind of read it again this morning, and I was like, I've been doing really well with this one. I'm so like happy about that. And then I also have my movement plan over here that doesn't have to go with this, but it just happens to go with this. It seems like there's a space on here, like if your goal is cleaning, like this space would support that. If your goal is something that might be within your routine, like this space supports that. So I just think that this is really helpful to just have. And what I did when I made this was I looked back at my, I don't think did I write it in here? I think I looked back at my April one because I hadn't written down my May one yet. I looked back at my April goals, and I like kind of looked at this and was like, are these still my goals for May? And if they are, or if not, like what are they, and what do I need to do? And that was really helpful. And I think you guys actually saw me make that. So really loving that it's there. I'm excited to maybe like go over this in a couple days, because right now I'm on a Friday, and check off whether I did it or not. And I'm honestly, like, so far I can say I've done it. So that's exciting. Another thing I've loved is having my routines. I used to do this all the time and I kind of got away from it, but now I'm really excited that I have my routines kind of block style, if you will, or just separated into 3 different times of day. Love that. My morning one is the one that I typically do like each of those things every single day. And then my afternoon and evening, some of them I want to do every single day. Some of them are just like kind of a reminder, like that's something I want to be doing, but it's not something I have to do every single day. So that's been really nice. And I think I mentioned this, my movement plan. I love having this. It's got my water, my 3 jugs of 40 ounce jugs of water, and my movement plan. I can actually even fit in the actual workout moves if I really wanted to, if I made up my own thing, which is nice. So it's got like it's a good space for that. And then this big section here, I wasn't sure if I was going to use, but I have found that it has been so helpful this week. I ended up just putting in like cleaning things here for my dailies. Like I thought that this was all going to be more cleaning or something. And I didn't think I was going to use it much, because when we are homeschooling, we don't have time to like do an hour's worth of cleaning every day. So I didn't really need the space to make too many to-do items. However, although it can be used for that, and I do have that in my shop, a whole like cleaning section on this, if you're interested. But I really liked using this for some cleaning items, and then this I just used for different things I had to get done on that day. And as you can see, like today I have to get quite a few things done. But and then this I have for the weekend, which I totally forgot that I had this here, and I ended up using this to plan things I need to do over the weekend. So I probably could have put this stuff here and then saved this for like next week or something like that. So that might be something I would do a little bit differently, although I loved kind of having this here, like my weekend to-do list. I just now realized I could have put it here. But I love that I have these things, like anything that came up, that those random things that I don't want to put on my to-do list that just get like lost in the jumble of like all the things here, and it had to be done that day. I loved having this here. And at first I was like, gosh, I'm not filling it out or anything, but it was okay. I homeschool on these days. I don't have too much that I have to get to. So this has actually been a surprise for me that I've really enjoyed, and I like the option of having it. And it's also been nice to have this section here, like I said, for a quick like to do jot down, instead of having like a whole bunch of space for one day and not really know how to fill it in. And then I wouldn't have the space for some of these other things that I really love. Now, this I did not get to, and I need your guys' ideas. I know I have something that would be helpful here. I just don't know what it is. So what do you guys like to put when you have, this is kind of like, this reminds me of, let me see if I have it here. It reminds me of the dashboard layout. I know I have one here. Just give me a second. Like the dashboard layout, like this. And I know a lot of people would put like what they were having for dinner, or what the category of that day was, if they, I don't follow the Fly Lady system right now, but when I have time I can, and I can kind of like categorize my day and like focus on that one thing, or the cleaning routine or something like that. But I just didn't really bother with this section yet. But I hope to. So I wanted to give you guys that update in case you were curious how I ended up using this. And just because I have really loved it so much, I figured I would share with you the different things that I found so helpful about this layout. This is a layout I made, I want to say 2 years ago, kind of when I moved here. We moved and I, had I needed a planner. And my planner was packed away and we didn't get our things for a couple months because of the moving company issues. So I had to create one, and this is one of the ones I created, and I loved it so much. And then I just, started creating more and more. And but I'm so glad I went back to this month. It has been so helpful. And again, so intentional, so functional. The only thing it didn't fit was homeschool, and that's totally fine because that's like my job. So if I were teaching in the classroom, I'd have a totally different lesson plan book. And I don't mind. I actually like having, a 4-page weekly, but I've loved it. I just want to let you guys know. So if you're interested in anything that I have in my planner here, there's some links down below to my shop, to some specific planners, especially the most recent one is Create Your Own Planner Bundle, which has so many other options, but this one particularly is called the Color Box Weekly. It is in my Etsy shop, and you can type that in, Color Box Weekly, or you can find the category that says Weekly Spreads. It's in there for sure. Here's another one like it. Very similar, but if you like to plan hourly or just make longer to-do lists. But I wanted to share that with you guys. And there was one more thing. Oh, find me on Instagram. I'm at Mandy_Chavez chapters, and I'm sharing a lot more about my day-to-day planner life and things on there. And I'd love to have you there. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the like button if this was helpful or just entertaining for you. It helps my channel out a lot as well. So that would be nice. And I'm very grateful for that. And I'll see you guys for the next one. Have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye, guys.